There are 3 easy steps in creating your resume link. Let me show you how.
Step 1. Register. Go to www.jobs180.com using any browser and click Register Now. Fill out all the information needed. In choosing your resume link, use your full name so that it looks professional and it's easy to recall by potential employers. For example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz Jobs180.com. Step 2. Create and design. When creating your resume, make sure to complete your personal information and upload your profile picture. One of the highlights of the resume link is the portfolio section. In the portfolio section, you can show off your skills by uploading samples of your work like documents, pictures, videos, and your social media links.
Your resume link also features different themes and you can upload a cover photo. This is a combination of a cover letter and a social network cover photo. Here is an example. You can also download a copy of your resume link and print it. Step 3. Apply for a job. There are many ways to apply with your resume link.
First is browsing the job recommendations in your Jobs 180 dashboard.
If you're qualified, click Submit Resume Link. So what are you waiting for? Dress up your next generation resume, stand out brightly among the competitive job seekers in the market, and win the heart of your future employers using Resume Link.
Good morning, everyone. This is Robert from Jobs180.com, and welcome to Jobs180's Marketing Me Live. Now, today's session is done for and in coordination with Divine World College of Legazpi. Before we proceed, I would like to first invite everyone to join us in prayer.
Praise God from whom all blessings flow. Praise Him, all creatures here below.
Good morning again, and well, thank you everyone for coming. Thank you for those you gave your time to join us today. Of course, kami sa jobs180.com, we are very happy to be with you here today for this event. Now, this event would not have been possible if it were not for your school officials. With that, we would like to take this opportunity to have one of your officials open the event with the opening remarks. Okay, so I would now like to introduce the person giving the opening remarks, the inspirational message, Reverend Father Bernardo R. Collera, SVD RGC, your Director for Admissions, Guidance, and Testing Center. Good morning, Father Bernie. Father, you are on mute.
All right, sige. Now, is it okay?
Yes, sir. You can go ahead with the message.
All right. So, good morning, everyone. I hope you had your breakfast or maybe you're eating it yourself now. Um, I would like to start the message, no? In the restaurants, I know they're opening it now because many have closed for about a year. Some foods there are very good. And in fact, we go to a certain restaurant, paulit-ulit, we keep on returning to that just to eat and taste that food again, di ba? Iba talaga pag masarap, binabalik-balikan. Parang jobs180.com. We have not let go since we tasted, if I may use the word, since we tasted Jobs 180 way back 2015. Imagine it's 6 years now. So, Sir Kim, congratulations to you and your team. We're enjoying it. It has been so far a very good partnership that we've had through the years. So parang pagkain, no? Binabalik-balikan kasi hindi lang masarap, nakakapagbigay buhay pa. Also, to continue with foods in the restaurant, there are some foods that are not good. Like kapag diabetic ka, you're not encouraged to take sweet foods because it will raise your sugar. Although I know someone who is diabetic, but whenever kakain siya, nag-insulin. But of course, it's making the body fight, no? But at any rate, it reminds me when I was still young, I mean, I'm still young naman, di ba? Like you. When we were younger, when we were still kids, there was a particular food that was very, very nice, but we were discouraged from eating it. Sorry if I have to use what we used before. This is not to slur anyone. Ang tawag namin dyan ay nganga ng inchik. Nganga ng inchik is itong ng ilong ng mga, alam naman natin ano. So, ay hindi pwede sa inyo yan, mga bata pa kayo, nganga ng inchik yan. Anyway, of course, you do not give meat also to babies kasi wala pa silang ngipin. But today, you are no longer babies, and at your age, you're expected to have the needed competencies to enjoy today's menu. So, what we will have today will be definitely something that is fit for you already. Kasi this is a career orientation seminar. It's building something for your career, whether you're graduating or you're still in the third year level in your education. This is already now that we have so much time to prepare and be ready for what is to come, which is actually at hand, no? Digital world na kita, application anywhere all over the world is done virtually. That is why I think the decision way back 2015 to implement Jobs 180 in our school was a very good choice, and I'd like to thank the Holy Spirit for inspiring us, and especially whoever started this together with Sir Kim. No, this is a very good forward-looking program that we had. This is really to prepare us already now para pagdating ng panahon na mag-apply ka na ng trabaho, especially now, you're not allowed to go around because, or maybe if you go around, there are so many risks. The biggest being the pandemic virus, which is Corona. No, you just send in your resume link. You'll know more about it later on, and you might be getting the job of your choice and of your dreams. No, so this is a menu, so to say. This is a food in the menu which we believe at the Admission Guidance and Testing Center is very good for you because it will put to the fore your abilities, your competencies. Now, in case you feel inadequate, we are here at the AGTC making ourselves available to help you so you can catch up. I am a firm believer that for as long as you're interested, for as long as you want, what we want when we add action and practice will help us feel a lot better about our self-efficacy. When I say self-efficacy, it's our belief that we can do it. We can make it. Kaya natin to, no? Kahit gaano pa yan katapang, tatalunin natin yan. Kahit gaano pa yan kahirap, maaabot natin yan, no? Just like way back EDSA 1986, I was there. Kahit na diktador pa ang kalaban namin yun, we made it. Why? Because that's what it is. It's a matter of choice, and it's a matter about knowing what you choose and really going for it. So guys, enjoy today's program. I will be with you this whole morning. And to everybody involved in this program, we are very, very thankful for your generosity in helping us out. And in the typical Bicolano way of gratitude, we say, Salamatonong tabi, Dios mabalo sa indugabos, Dios marahay na aga sa indugabos.
Thank you, Father Bernard, for the message. Well, sabihin ko na on behalf of Sir Kim, of course, ang jobs180.com ay we're very happy na 2015 pa pala ay mais ng ating partnership at patuloy ito. Hindi po matitigil ng pandemic ang ating partnership. Hindi yun kaya. So patuloy po tayo sa mga events natin tulad nito. So I know you'll be with us until the end, as you just have said. So please stay and then watch with our viewers. Of course, our viewers will be mostly from your school, and then we will be encouraging them to participate sa comment section. And if you want, pwede rin kayo mag-participate. Thank you. Okay, as mentioned, meron tayong comment section dyan. So para sa mga viewers natin ngayon, well, most will be from DWCL, but meron din sa ibang school. So what we request is that our viewers comment their school, name, course, and year of graduation. So again, name, school, course, and the year of your graduation. Comment yan dyan sa comment box. And you can do this anytime during the webinar. And then we monitor lang namin para rin, well, for us to get to know you better as well. And then with the same comment box, pwede kayo mag-participate with your comments. Mostly, of course, we encourage your questions. Lagay niyo dyan ang inyong questions. After every topic, meron tayong Q&A. Okay? So, let me show you the topics that we have for you today. Meron tayong 3 topics. And then, iisa-isahin natin to. And we will have different companies giving the 3 topics. First topic, online applications. We will have someone from jobs180.com. And then, virtual interviews in the data knowledge services. New normal work environment, and we will have someone from Cognizant Technology Solutions. Okay, so now let's proceed with our first topic. And then for our first topic, which is online applications, I would like to introduce the speaker. He has 20 years of experience in sales, marketing, business development, customer service, operations, business process, and human resources. As a trusted resource speaker, he has done over 1,000 career development seminars in more than 400 colleges and universities nationwide. To give our first talk, we have the Managing Director of Jobs180.com, Mr. Kim Chua.
Everyone, allow me to share to you how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. A lot of you are now looking for a job and exploring for the next chapter in your life. I hope that this session will be able to help you. Not only you, but the people that you know that needs help in terms of how to make a job-winning resume. Yan. So yan na tinatawag nating resume link. A lot of platforms right now, mga online platforms are being offered left and right. But for you to know paano to magiging job-winning tool or job-winning resume to, meron akong checklist. So go with me, with all these checklists. Your checklist should include the following. Number 1, kailangan mag-stand out ka. When you look for a job, you have to be able to stand out. Because if you're not going to be able to stand out, then I think you'll just be part of the crowd. You'll be one of the next applicant na wala lang, na hindi mapapansin. Another thing that should be in your checklist is that you should only have one file. Hindi dapat maraming files na iba-iba sinesend sa mga companies. Mas maganda, isang file lang para pag sinend mo, lahat ng details mo nandoon na. Another thing in your checklist is that it should make the process more efficient. Ibig sabihin, mas mabilis mag-submit, mas mabilis makita ng HR, at mas mabilis kayo makontak for possible next steps na or possible job offer na. Now, another thing in my checklist is that dapat tipid ito, wala tong gastos. The tool that I will show you today, wala itong gastos. Libre po ito. At higit sa lahat, ito ang pinaka-importante sa lahat. This should be in your checklist. The tool should be secured. Okay, more than anything, importante talaga ang data. Pero ang data ninyo, dapat yung protectionan. And using this tool, this is the most secured resume kung tawagin. Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Let me go through the next slides na. Okay? Ito ang tinatawag na resume link. Okay? A personalized URL for anyone can open online anytime. I will use an example para makarelate kayo. If you are John Santos, ang link mo or resume link mo pwede maging johnsantos.jobs180.com. Ganun lang kasimple. At yan na po ang resume link nyo. So how do you make one? Go with me through the 3 simple steps. First step is you have to register. Absolutely wala tong bayad. Libre po ito. How do you register? You go to the website of jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com at dun ka mag-register on the upper right side of your screen. Now, as you do that, you have to put the basic information. Okay? So, alam nyo na ano mga information yan. Hindi ko na isa-isahin. Babawasan nyo naman at alam nyo naman ano dapat ilagay. Now, as you create your account, you have to use a valid email. Okay? Now, before we go to the email, paalala ko lang, sa mga nag-isip sa inyo, paano kung hindi ako si John Santos, ano gagawin kong resume link? O yan, baka nag-isip kayo eh. So, if ever lang, mayroon kang kapangalan, okay, just so happen na may ibang John Santos na nauna sa inyo, ano mangyayari? Magkakaroon doon na red na box, sasabihin niya, this name has already been taken. Huwag kayong malungkot. Pag taken na, okay lang, just be creative. Pwede mo gawin, baliktarin mo. Gawin mo santosjohn.jobs180.com o kaya J Santos o kaya Santos J o kaya JS o kaya SJ. Depende kung ano gusto mo gawin. Basta importante, wala kang kapangalan. Okay? Wala kang kapareho. Now, when you do this, huwag kayong OA. Do not create yung mga ganong klaseng over-creative na mga resume link because it doesn't look professional. Imagine submitting to a company with your resume link that says eljablo.jobs180.com. Hindi yan mukhang professional. Okay? Now, when you register, please use a valid email. Ito yung emphasis ko lang sa pag-create nyo ng account na dapat gamitin yung email, yung nabubuksan yung email, kagaya ng Gmail, Yahoo, or any email na nabubuksan nyo. Do not create, example lang yung mga email na kagaya ng ganito, patricia@facebook.com na email. Huwag kang gagamit ng joseph@facebook.com na email to register. In short, huwag mong gagamitin yung @facebook.com na email. Because if you use @facebook.com na email, you will no longer be able to receive notification being sent to you by the companies as well as jobs180.com. Importante po na nabubuksan nyo yung email nyo kasi kailangan mo i-verify yung account mo. Okay? It is very important that you verify your account as a proof na ikaw nag-register at pangalawa, para ikaw yung makapag-apply. If you don't do this, if you don't verify, walang mangyayari sa account nyo. Okay? So, sayang lang. So, you have to verify to finish the first step. Okay? How do you verify? Just open your email, look for the link, click mo yung verify, you're done with the first step. Okay? Tapos na yung first step. Ano yung first step? Register. Wala tong bayad. Let's go to the second step. Ang second step, ang pinaka-logical sa lahat. Kailangan kumpletong detalye nyo. So how do you do that? You go back again to your account by going to the website of jobs180.com. This time, hindi mo kailangan mag-register. Ang gagawin mo, mag-login. Pag login mo, lagay mo dito yung email nyo or resume link nyo, kayo lang may alam yan, at lalo na yung password nyo na kayo lang talaga may alam yan. So when you do that, you now go inside your account. Pag nasa loob na kina-account nyo, ano gagawin nyo? Mabilis na lang ito. Fill in the blanks. Okay? Now, I don't have to go through all the information here because definitely, alam mo naman pag sinabi ditong name, malamang pangalan nyo. Pag nakalagay dito address, malamang address nyo. Diba? So you put all the information ninyo dito. Okay, lagay nyo. Then, what else do you put in here? Importante po, lagay dito lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak ng isang HR. Kagaya ng social media account nyo. 'di ba? Hindi lang email tsaka phone number. Bakit? Most of the time, ano nangyayari? Okay, let me tell you. Marami sa inyo nilalagay nyo phone number nyo. Pero pag tinatawagan kayo ng HR, hindi nyo sinasagot. Lalo na pag hindi mo kilala. Hala, sino kaya ito? Hindi mo sasagutin. 'Di ba? Kasi takot kayo, baka nagsascam or whoever yung tumatawag. So ano mangyayari sa mga HR? Mag-i-email kami ngayon sa inyo. But you don't open email more often than you open your social media account. So I recommend lahat ng posibleng paraan na pwede ka makontak na isang HR, ilagay mo dito. Kagaya ng mga Facebook nyo or Twitter nyo para mabilis ay makapag-PM. Private message, makapag-invite for the next step. Okay? What else do you put here? You also put here your work options, yung mga work experience nyo. Pagdating po sa work options, you can see on the screen, you have 4 options na pwede nyo pagpilian. Parang switch lang yan. Yes, no switch, on, off switch. So you can choose here, example, looking for OJT, lagay mo yes if you're looking for OJT right now. And later on, pag hindi na, turn it off. Edi lagay mo na no. Diba? So depende yan kung anong mas trip nyo or anong mas pasok dun sa hinahanap nyo right now. What the system will do is it will try to match you with companies who are also looking for the same profile with what you have. Yan yung kagandahan ng tool natin. Hindi mo kailangan mag door-to-door para mag-submit ng resume link ninyo. Okay? What else do you put here? You put here your school under education. Even later on, okay, pagka-graduate nyo, you can also put here your schools. Yung mga nag-take pa kayo ng further studies, pwede mo rin ilagay dito. Okay, so walang limit sa space yan. Pagdating pa sa seminars attended, ganun din. Kahit gaano karami, pwede nyo ilagay dito. Kahit magkopyahan pa kayo. Just make sure lang alam mo yung seminar na yon. Kaya baka matanong ka sa interview. Pagdating po sa certification, ganun din. Put all the certification programs that you've had, you put it here. Okay? When it comes to the achievement, do not limit your achievement only inside the school. Hindi lahat na nakikinig ngayon ay Dean's Lister. Hindi kayo lahat dito ay honor student. Diba? Ayan, nag-agree marami sa inyo. So, hindi lang po ang achievement nakabase sa academic excellence. Some of you are student leaders. So, if you're active sa school, you also put it here kung ano yung mga pinagkakaabalahan nyo. And hindi lang sa loob ng school, even outside the school. If you're active in your barangay, halimbawa, isa kang tanod, ilagay mo dyan. Diba? Yan yung mga achievement ninyo. So, you put it here. Bakit? Because what you're doing now is you're trying to market yourself more effectively to that prospective company. Okay? Now, when it comes to the skills and languages, ito yung common observation namin mga HR. Pagdating sa skills, nilalagay mo lang na skills yung mga umiikot lang sa course nyo. Hindi porkat communication arts ang course mo, com arts lang ang skills na alam mo. Hindi porkat engineering ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-engineering. Hindi porkat tourism or HRM ang course mo, ang alam mo lang na skill ay pang-tourism at pang-HRM. Maybe some of you are into multimedia, into photography, into videography, into something else, arts, crafts, whatever. Lahat ng yan, skills nyo yan. Remember, what you're doing here is you're marketing yourself more effectively. Kaya kung ako sa inyo, ilagay mo dito lahat ng skills na alam ninyo. Pagdating po sa languages, ganun din. Huwag mong ilimit yan sa 2 lengguwahe lang. Because I'm sure alam nyo na yung 2. Kung 2 lang talaga alam nyo, din 2 lang. Ano tong 2 to? English and Tagalog or Filipino. Okay? Now, if you know other local dialect, Bisaya, Kapampangan, Sabacano, Ilonggo, you can also put it here. If you know foreign languages, German, French, Chinese, Japanese, diba, Korean, pwede mo ilagay dyan. Okay? Walang limit sa space yan. When it comes to the references, sigurado ko yung mga references nyo, kilala nyo. Ang malaking tanong dito kayo ba'y kilala nila? Sana oo, di ba? Kasi madalas pag tumatawag kami sa mga references nyo, hindi kayo maalala. So please tell them, ginawa nyo silang reference para at least they know what to tell about you. Okay? Now at this point, to make your life easier, kung sakali lang nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo in your Word file or maybe in your doc file, depende kung anong file nyo, PDF file, whatever file you have. Kung nakagawa ka na ng resume nyo, simple na lang. Just copy all the information inside dito. No, ilagay mo sa loob ng resume link. Just transfer them here inside the resume link para maging secured yung data nyo. Okay? Kung bakit secured, I'll tell you as we go along. Okay? So yung mga sinabi ko, I think alam nyo na yan. Alam nyo na yan. Okay? Itong mga susunod kong papakita, ito yung mga amazing na portion. Let me start with the portfolio section. Ano yung portfolio section? This is the part where you now upload evidence of your skills. Example, ano ebidensya na graduate na kayo later on? Diploma, di ba? Transcript. Ano pa? Toga? Hindi ebidensya yung toga. Okay? Kung ano man meron nyo, di ba? Certificate, diploma, yan. Ebidensya yan. Okay? Kung transcript of records is evidence na graduate na kayo. Ano ebidensya na wala kayong criminal record? NBA clearance, police clearance, di ba? Ano ebidensya na pwede ka pumunta sa ibang bansa? passport, visa, lahat ng mga sinasabi mong mga skills mo or yung mga what you're claiming that you know, you can now support them here sa portfolio section by showing those documents. Diba? Anong ebidensya na ikaw ay healthy? Meron kang medical clearance. Anong ebidensya na pwede kang mag-drive ng sasakyan? Meron kang driver's license. O, diba? So, gets nyo na yung sinasabi ko. Ang point ko lang is, you can now put the things here to support yung claim nyo of your skills. Now, you're starting to think, Sir, kung pare-pareho naman kaming graduate sa school namin, pare-pareho kami magkakaklase, same yung course namin, same yung school, same yung teachers, same yung curriculum, pare-pareho lang naman kami lahat, walang experience sa trabaho, how will we stand out? Ayan, di ba? Okay, ito ngayon yung isang magandang recommendation ko sa inyo on how you now stand out. You get your smartphones. Kunin mo yung mga smartphones nyo. Kung wala, manghiram sa kaibigan. Okay, hiram mo sa kaibigan mo. I-record mo yung selfie video mo. You say something interesting about yourself. Record it in about 30 seconds to 1 minute lang. Huwag na masyadong mahaba. Ano gagawin mo? Pretend that you are being interviewed by the HR. So you answer basic questions like, tell me something about yourself. O, di ba? Ano yung mga gasgas sa tanong natin? Why should we hire you? O, di ba? Just imagine na tinanong ka ng HR at sasagutin mo na lang siya. Ang maganda lang ngayon, recorded mo. So, kung di mo type yung sagot, edi-delete mo. Pag type mo, you save it. Then you upload it sa YouTube or sa Vimeo. Maraming mga video channel na libre, yung mga video converter sa online. Hanapin mo lang. And when you're done, you put that video link doon sa portfolio section nyo. O, di ba? This time, it will definitely make you stand out because depende na to sa diskarte mo on how you're going to present yourself. Okay? So I leave it up to you on how you do that. Now, another thing for you to do, na sure akong hindi to makokopya ng classmate mo, ay yung picture mo. Diba? So you put your profile picture here. Now, when it comes to the picture, hindi kailangan sobrang formal na formal. Hindi kailangan pumunta sa studio. Huwag na kayo gumastos. Ang importante dito, tumingin kayo sa camera. Plain background. Okay? Plain background, tumingin kayo sa camera. Wear something, of course. Wear something decent. Okay? Do not upload profile pictures that look like the right side of your screen. Yung mga sample na yan, hindi po maganda yung sample yan. Okay? So, huwag kayo maglagay ng ganun kasi mga sample ng profile picture. Now, another good thing pa that will make you stand out using the resume link is your cover photo. Yes! A picture paints 1,000 words. Yan ang kasabihan na very, very applicable dito. A lot of you who are listening today, hindi kayo gifted with writing skills. Hirap kayo i-express ang inyong feelings at inyong thoughts into words. Hindi mo ma-type, hindi mo ma-sulat. Tama? Hirap tayo eh. Bakit? Hindi natural sa atin yan. Pero pagdating sa picture, kaya mo i-express yung inyong personality. Look at the examples I'm showing you. Look at the one on the left. Ano siya? Isa siyang ophthalmologist or optometrist. Sabi naman ng iba, eye expert. Di ba? Yung sa kanan, ano siya? Sabi ng iba, sir, parang IT. Sir, techie siguro kasi maraming gadget, pati stapler, gadget niya. Diba? Halimbawa, o sabi ng iba naman, sir, parang makalat. O depende na kung how you are going to interpret it. But now, the way I see it, itong taong to, multitasker. Okay? Another good example I'm showing you is this one. Someone from psychology, someone from neurologist, or maybe someone who knows left and right. Ganun lang kasimple. No? So depende yan how you're going to express yourself. Okay? Another good example pa, ito. Itong person na to, ang gusto niya sabihin, there's no shortcut to success. You will be able to reach your goal by taking one step at a time. O, di ba? So, I'm showing you good examples. Hindi yan member ng Akit Bahay Gang. Hindi rin po yan social climber, in case that's what you're thinking. So, kung nagpakita ko ng magaganda example, I will also show you yung mga hindi magandang example para wag niyong gagayahin. Huwag kayong magpapaka-misteryoso. Okay? Make sure you put your picture there. Okay? Kasi maraming pangalan ngayon interchangeable. Ako mismo, guilty ako dyan. My name is Kim. A lot of people think babae ako. Ako rin mismo, napagkakamala ko yung mga aplikante, panakita ko, Chris, George, Alex, Sam. O, diba? Minsan isipin ko, Joey, lalaki. Yung pala, babae. Diba? So you better put your picture there para at least alam ng HR who to expect. Okay? Now, when you make your resume link, dapat may laman talaga yan. Kasi kung walang laman yan, ganyan itsura niyan. Blanco. And how do you expect companies will look, or HR from companies will look at your profile if you submit to them resume links that look like this? It's like submitting a piece of a paper, bond paper, or long bond paper, short bond paper na walang laman except pangalan mo. And that's the same as this one. So hindi yan papansinin ng mga HR for sure. Okay? Sayang lang oras nyo tsaka oras ng HR. Kailangan attractive. Okay? When I say attractive or catchy, do not overdo it naman. Now, this is just in my opinion. In my opinion, I think this one is not a good example. Kasi ang dating niya parang tamad, parang happy-go-lucky, parang chill-chill lang, no? Parang gano'n na dating. So, I leave it up to you on how you'll be, expressing yourself na dito. Okay? So sa mga personality nyo. Alam niyo na anong dapat yung gawin at hindi yung dapat gawin. So, showing a very good example is si iExpert. Tignan mo, lahat ng detalye niya, kompleto. Everything from top to bottom, kompleto lahat ng details, including yung kanyang mga portfolio section na nagpapatunay na siya ay isang licensed ophthalmologist. Pinakita niya lahat ng mga posibleng hingiin pa sa kanya ng mga HR. So bakit ko sinabi sa inyo napapabilis yung buhay dito? Hindi lang buhay nyo. Pati buhay din ng HR napapabilis. Because once you submit all this information to that company, when the HR opens your resume link and sees everything about you, dalawa lang ang pwedeng mangyari niyan. One is, nahuli mo attention, gusto kanya ngayon kausapin or schedule for the next step, like interview or possibly job offer, or hindi ka nag-fit. Yun yung second, di ba? Para at least, ang maganda rito, hindi na pabalik-balik, hindi na siya tatawag para sabihin, hello ma'am, meron ka bang evidence na graduate ka na talaga sa school na yan? Can you send me your transcript? Di ba? Can you send me yung mga evidence or yung mga sample skills or sample work mo kasi you are in IT or in graphic design? Di ba? Gets mo ibig ko sabihin, wag nang pabalik-balik, sayang yung oras. Okay? Time is of the essence, lalo na ngayon. So you put everything there, at least pa nakita ng HR, diretso na kagad sa pagprocess sa inyo. Okay? A lot of you are now thinking, Sir, pag gumawa ako ng resume link at nilagay ko lahat ng information ko dyan, baka naman yung mga data ko nakakalat na sa buong mundo. Baka naman yung mga information ko nakalantad na sa buong internet. The answer is, no. Kaya nga siya tinawag na the most secured resume. Okay? Bakit siya tinawag na most secured resume? Because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings. Follow the screen. Inside your dashboard, when you log in, you can go to your settings. Sa settings mo, to be specific, puntahan mo yung privacy settings. In your privacy settings, you choose the information that you want to show in public. Halimbawa lang you do not want to show your birthday. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita yung address mo. What do you do? Turn it off. Ayaw mo pakita ang inyong references. What do you do? Turn it off. So lahat na naka-off, hindi lalabas sa public. At sino may control niyan? Kayo lang. O, di ba? Ang maganda pa rito, real-time update yan. Halimbawa, today, you decide not to show your birthday, your address, and references. And then 5 minutes later, you decide, sige, pakita ko na nga birthday ko. Turn it on. Real-time. 5 minutes later, the moment you save your settings, lahat na binigyan mo ng resume link, updated na rin sila real-time. As in real-time. Di ba? Ayos, di ba? Sige, tuloy natin. Tuloy pa natin to. So, reminders ko na lang sa mga late na dumating or kakakinig lang, when you make your resume link, make sure that your profile is interesting and attractive. Okay? Wag OA. Iba yung over naman yun. No? Wag naman ganun. So, make sure it's attractive, it's catchy. Complete all the information, especially your contact details. Kasi sayang naman lahat ng ginawa mo, nahuli mo attention, hindi ka makontak ng HR. So, better make sure nandyan yung mga contact details na updated. Okay? So, yan. So, tapos na tayo sa 2 steps. Last step na lang. Ano yung first step? Recap lang. First step is register. Wala tong bayad. Libre po yan. Second step is for you to complete the information. Yan ang pinaka-logical. And the last step now is for you to submit. So, you're now thinking, okay to paano ko gagamitin ngayon yung resume link? Bigyan kita ng iba-ibang paraan. Okay, lahat ito practical application para makarelate kayo. Unang option, pumunta ka sa website ng jobs180.com. That's www.jobs180.com, and that's where you now start to look for companies. Type the companies that you're looking for. Pag may lumabas, edi good. Pag walang lumabas, edi wala. Okay, huwag din pilitin. Okay? Now, you can also see there a lot of companies, a lot of company logos that you can shop around, you can choose, learn about the company, and if you want to be part of the company, I recommend you submit your resume link kahit na hindi ka pa qualified. Let me repeat what I just said. If you want to be part of an organization, if you want to be part of that company, even if you are not yet qualified, I recommend you give your resume link to that company. Bakit? Imagine, kung ngayong hapon, ngayong araw, nag-submit ka ng resume link sa isang kumpanya na naghahanap ng 3 years experience na aplikante. Wala ka pang 3 years experience. Okay lang. Because nabigay mo na yung resume link mo sa kanya, pagdating ng 2024, siguro naman by that time, meron ka ng 3 years experience, di ba? Kasi nag-work ka na ngayon by 2021. By 2024, may 3 years experience ka na, pwede ka na ma-qualify dun sa position in applyan mo. And you never know. That company might just contact you later on, provided that your details are still updated. So you have to update those information real time. Ayos ba? Ayos, di ba? Wala nang pabalik-balik. Hindi mo na kailangan magbalik-balik dun sa kumpanya para sabihin, nag-apply po ko sa inyo last year. Ako po yung OJT nyo 3 months ago. Wala nang ganun. Okay? Another practical application. When you submit your resumes through email, how do you do that? Madalas, ito ginagawa natin. Mag-email tayo, sasabihin natin, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. Ano gagawin nyo? I-attach mo yung Word file mo or PDF file mo. Tama? If that is how you're doing it, huwag mo nang gawin yon. Huwag ka na mag-attach ng anything sa email. Pampabagal lang yan, tsaka makaluma na yung style na yan. Bakit ko sinabi yon? Kasi hindi mo na kailangan talaga mag-attach ng anything. Ang gagawin mo, i-type mo na lang doon sa email mo yung resume link mo. Example, Dear HR Manager, I would like to apply for the following position. And this is my resume. In this example, Antonio Juan de la Cruz, 01.jobs180.com. That's it. Submit. I look forward to your information soon. Thank you. Send. Every time meron kang babaguhin sa details mo, hindi mo na kailangan padalhan yung HR. Kasi kung ginagamit mo mga attachment, ang kulit niyan eh. Ang kulit, saka nakakapagod. Ano gagawin mo pag nagbago ka ng phone number? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated resume. Mamaya-maya, 2 weeks later, nagpalit ka ng phone number. Ano gagawin mo? Dear HR Manager, this is now my updated, most recent resume. O di ba? Every time meron kang babaguhin, padala ka na padala doon sa HR. Nakakapagod yan, hindi lang sa part nyo, kundi sa part din namin sa mga HR to keep track which one yung pinaka-updated na details. So this time, wala na kailangan. Palit-palit na lang kayo ng details nyo, update-update na lang sa loob ng resume link. Ayos ba? Ayos pa. Okay, tuloy pa natin to. Okay? If you want to print your resume, this is now the good news. You can now print your resume link. No matter how much information you have, the system will try to compress everything into one page. So kung gusto mo talaga mag-print ng papel at mag-submit sa mga kumpanya, walang kaso. Pumunta ka lang sa dashboard mo, hanapin mo yung print na option at mamili ka kung 1 column or 2 column version ang gusto mo i-print. What the system will do is it will try to compress everything into one page para tipid na. Di ba? Now, usapang tipid. Ito mas tipid pa. Gusto mo mag-print ng resume pero gusto mo magtipid. Itong gawin mo. Gumawa ka ng resume link card. Ano tong resume link card? Sa isang pirasong long bond or short bond paper, mag-design ka ng maraming resume link card. No, maliliit lang, parang business card ang dating. In one piece of paper, I think you can make 10, 20 sets of cards. Depende sa size ng papel mo. At ang importante na ilagay mo dyan sa resume link card mo ay syempre ang inyong resume link. Diba? So, hindi mo na kailangan ilagay lahat ng details mo sa resume sa loob ng maliit na papel. Lagay mo lang resume link mo. And that is what you now give to the companies when you start applying. Look at the picture I'm showing you. Diba? Tipid. Hindi lang tipid. Secured pa. Tingnan nyo. If you submit yung big paper resume nyo, long bond paper, sinubmit mo sa isang kumpanya, nag-apply ka. For some reason, nilipad ng hangin. Yung nakapulot ng papel na yan, alam na buong detalye mo because everything is in that one-page printout. Now, if you lose that small piece of paper, don't worry. Meron kang peace of mind. Bakit? Yung mga kapulot niyan, limited sa privacy settings mo because you have the ultimate control over your privacy settings kahit na i-type niya yan sa browser. Okay? So, ang recommend ko rin sa mga nakikinig, use the gadget. Take advantage of the technology. Use your gadget, your laptop, your cellphone, your tablet, kung ano man. Okay? Para ngayon kasi, this day and age, technology na ang gamitin natin. Kung mano-mano pa rin kayo, wala kayong gadget, okay lang. Huwag kayong malungkot. You can still submit to the companies by just simply writing the resume link on a piece of paper. As simple as that. Okay? So, again, sa mga nagtatanong, ano yung mga guidelines ko para makagawa ako ng job-winning resume? Ito yung guideline ko. Ito yung checklist ko. Are you using the right tool? That's the ultimate question. There are so many tools right now, but these are the things that you should consider when you make your resume. And that is the resume link. It already addresses the following. Number 1, security ng information mo. I hope by this time, you have peace of mind. Ito na ang pinaka-secured na information because you have the ultimate control over your privacy setting. Pangalawa, the speed of hire becomes faster. It becomes more efficient because whatever you need, whatever the HR needs, you can already put it inside the resume link. Another thing is that it's flexible. If you want to print, just in case lang gusto mo talaga mag-print ng resume nyo, you have the option to print it. And you don't have to worry about saan ko sinave yung file na yan, saan ko tinago, wala nang ganun. Just log into your account and print. Mamili ka lang kung 1 column or 2 column version. At higit sa lahat, wala po itong bayad. Tipid po ito. Walang bayad. Okay? Ang kailangan mo lang, of course, internet. Sa mga nag-iisip sa inyo, sir, kailangan ko ng pan-data. Pwede ka naman makakonect sa internet na walang data eh. Punta ka sa libreng wifi. Di ba? Baka yung kapitbahay nyo may libreng wifi, o makagamit ka muna. Later on, pag may trabaho ka na, may sweldo na, bayaran mo yung wifi niya. O di ba? Bawi-bawi lang yan. No? Give and take. And there are a lot more benefits to just what I've mentioned. Marami pang iba. You can share your resume link to whatever platform you want to share it to. Gusto mo i-text? Gusto mo siya i-private message? Gusto mo i-send via Viber? Kayo bahala. Pwede mo i-share. Basta kayo may control. Ganun lang kasimple. No? Kung hindi mo ito binigay sa kahit kanino, hindi malalaman to nung taong yon. And you don't have to save it to whatever USBs or hard drive. No need na. Wala rin tong mga tipong version na kailangan pa mag-compatible. Walang ganun. Lahat ito compatible. Pwede lahat. Okay? So shout out na lang ako. Shout out to all our school partners. By the grace of God, right now we have about 400 plus colleges and university partners nationwide, including your alma mater. So thank you. We're very thankful for this opportunity that we're able to do this kahit tayo nasa loob ng bahay, kahit kayo ay nasa loob ng bahay. So hindi tayo physically nagpe-present, pero nakakatulong pa rin tayo, especially if you have friends or relatives whom you think would need this tool. Please share this to them. Okay? Sa mga nagtatanong naman ng mga frequently asked questions, sasagutin ko na. Ito kasi yung mga common questions na kadalasan tinatanong sa akin. Ang tanong, can I give my resume link to companies who do not know about jobs180.com? The answer is absolutely yes. It depends kung sino ang bibigyan mo. Ikaw may ultimate control niyan. Okay? Pangalawang question, is this the same as other job platform like LinkedIn, JobStreet, iba pang mga job site? The answer is no. Meron tong dalawang major difference. Yes. Lalo na pagdating sa security. Okay. Of course, explain lang ako Okay. With respect to the other sites that I've mentioned, let me just use JobStreet as an example para lang mas makarelate, no? Para makarelate. You can only use JobStreet resume if you're applying to companies who are also using JobStreet. If you're applying to a company who is not using JobStreet, you cannot use your JobStreet resume anymore. Ang profile at makita according to your settings. That's the first difference. Pangalawang difference, kung nabigay mo na, kung na-submit mo na ang JobStreet resume mo sa isang company, wala ka nang pwedeng baguhin. Lahat ng data mo nandun na yan sa HR. Yes. Hindi na magbabago yan real time. With your resume link, na-submit mo today, mali pala number mo, na-submit mo today, mali pala yung spelling mo, you can always edit it. Enter, save it. Real-time update. Lahat ng binigyan mo ng resume link updated real-time. Ayos? Okay, tuloy tayo sa number 3 question. Number 3 question is the easiest question. Ang tanong dito is, can I keep my information secured? I hope by this time, na-convince ko na kayo na ito na ang pinaka-secured na platform. Okay? That's the reason why I'm sharing this to you. Okay? Number 4, I think this is the most important question. How often should you update your resume link? Ang sagot dito, hindi araw-araw, hindi linggo-linggo, hindi buwan-buwan, hindi taon-taon. Ang sagot dito ay every time. Every time na meron kayong babaguhin, lalo na ang contact details nyo. Yan ang importante. You have to update your contact details every time na meron kayong papalitan doon. Kasi yan yung paraan para makontak kayo ng mga companies. And the last question is just a trivia. Why is this called jobs180.com? This is called jobs180.com because we want to turn your life around. Yan, di ba? 180 degrees. Hindi siya 360. Kasi kung 360, bumalik ka lang kung saan ka galing. Di balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang, balik-balik ka lang. Di wala nangyari. Di ba? So you have to do it 180 degrees. It's a straight line towards your career goal. Okay? Just in case may tanong pa kayo, nahiya magtanong, pumunta lang kayo sa website namin, sa jobs180.com, or email us, email me, here sa info@jobs180.com. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, follow us on Instagram para makakuha kayo ng mga latest trends in recruitment. Okay? Again, my name is Kim Chu Wa. Don't forget yung Wa. Okay? Baka Kim Chu lang maalala nyo. Na nagsasabing, be safe at isang magandang araw po sa inyong lahat. Thank you.
Okay, so that was Sir Kim Chua with this talk on the resume link. So, nandun kanina ang frequently asked questions, pero nandito naman si Sir Kim para sa mga questions na hindi nabanggit before. So, hello Sir Kim.
Hi. Hi, Sir Robert.
Yes, Sir Kim. So, I have here a few questions. Hindi kasi siya frequently asked, kaya hindi natin na-address kanina sa
Mhm.
inyong video. And my first question, part kasi sa ating talk earlier, what we showed them is that content should always be relevant. Ano usually mga irrelevant na content na for some reason nilalagay parati ng job seekers sa kanilang
Yung mga
resume?
na-observe kong irrelevant, example, 'di ba, nakalagay din sa mga activities, nakalagay let's say example na lang kahit yung mga naalala ko recently. Nakalagay ano siya, member ng varsity club, example, or member ng kanilang choral, no? These are the things that are, I would still recommend that you put everything there, pero hindi siya malamang relevant sa ina-applyan yung position. Let's say you're applying for an IT position, 'di ba? Hindi ka naman siguro kakanta habang nagpo-program, 'di ba? Yung mga ganun, or but it would be nice to know, no? It would be nice to know as an HR that, you know, this IT guy also loves to sing or has won several competition in the field of singing or entertainment, 'di ba? Pwedeng ganun. Okay lang 'yon. You still market yourself. It's just that in terms of yung being relevant to the position, mas mahalaga sa kanila yung mga proof of the skills that you're applying to, especially for the requirements that they're looking for. Ganun yung that's for me. Ayun.
Okay.
Sample yan, sample. Oo.
Thank you, Sir Kim. In relation, dito pa rin tayo sa content sa resume link. Ano nangyayari if ever naglalagay ang ating applicants ng information na hindi masyadong accurate to say?
Can you say it again? Nag-choppy
Sorry,
lang konti.
what happens if may mga applicants na naglalagay ng hindi accurate na info
Information.
sa kanilang resume? Yes.
Okay. Depende yan kung ano yung hindi accurate na information. Kung unahan ko na kayo, yung pinaka-importante dyan yung contact details. If you put inaccurate information, no-brainer yan. Hindi kayo makakontakt talaga kahit anong gawin ng HR. Hindi naman nila siguro huhulaan, i-jumble-jumble lahat ng numbers just to get to you. Diba? So, normally as an HR, when we try to contact you, hindi pa namin alam kung inaccurate or accurate yung mga ibang info. Doon pa lang tayo sa number. When you got the interest of the HR, they'll contact you. Pag hindi ka nila makontak once, twice, then they resort to another option. Example, they go for email. Diba? And then they send you an email, but normally you don't open your email. More often that you open your social media account. So, chances are some HR nowadays, they'll use social media like Facebook. They'll send you a private message. Or maybe for other means, they'll try to contact you. Now, if you do not respond then in a given number of time, I would say a respectable time is about 24 to 48 hours. Matagal na yun. Okay, matagal na yun. Hindi naman ito naliligaw ka na papaabutin ka na minsan ng ilang buwan. Or sometimes, iba makaluma, traditional, no? Mga Maria Clara's days, umaabot pa ilang taon kung manligaw bago sagutin, di ba? Ito, walang ganun. Sa employment, kadalasan dito, time is of the essence. So, the soonest time you get to reply, the soonest time that the HR gets a reply from you, the faster it is dun sa pag-process na inyong application. So, kaya ko nire-recommend na lahat ng pwedeng paraan ilagay nyo. Now, to answer yung question, kung yan inaccurate, wag na tayo umasang makontak kayo ng HR, yung contact details. Now, for the rest, malalaman lang ito ng HR kung inaccurate yan once they go through the background checking and the interview. Because sometimes they ask you simple questions like, oh, what did you learn about this seminar that you've attended? Because it says here in your resume link, you attended this kind of seminar. So, parang ano natutunan mo? Tapos ikaw naman parang, hindi ko na maalala, sir. That was a long time ago. In fact, I just copied it. Well, thank you for telling the truth. Diba? You just copied lang pala yung seminars attended na yan. Pero ang point dito is malalaman yan parang i-invento ka ng information. Okay, hindi na ito panahon dati na I would share this in a lot of times sa mga nagtatanong, pwede ko ba i-falsify information ko? Siguro kung panahon dati nung walang technology, walang internet, pupunta sa kung saan man magta-type, gagawa ng peking diploma, gagawa ng mga peking transcript, baka malusutan mo. May kasabihan nga dati, 'di ba? Fake it till you make it. Ayan yung dating kasabihan. But right now it won't be applicable anymore because the moment you say something, you write something, and with the internet, i-check lang yan. Ganun kasimple. Diba? Malalaman na kaagad. So, wag nyo nang imbentohin niya. Wag nyo i-falsify. Okay? Now, lalo na sa academic records, napakabilis. the HR can easily get in touch with your alma mater, your school, check with them sa register nyo, yung profile nyo, yung records nyo sa transcript. Pagka hindi nagtugma yan, obviously, bookingan time na. Diba? So, huwag nyo nang iput at risk ang inyong sarili. Hindi lang sarili, pati credibility nyo mapuput at risk dito. So, wag na lang. Diba? Just better tell the truth. At pag tinanggap ka, di good. If you tell the truth at hindi ka tinanggap, move on tayo. Diba? Sa next company. There.
Okay. Thank you, Sir Kim. To our viewers, ang ating HR ay, well, they have ways to verify the information na nandun.
Yes.
So, hindi kayo basta-basta makakalusot dyan. So, Sir Kim, I was informed that Father Bernard would want to join us right now.
Oh, great. Hi, Father Bernard! Nakamute po kayo ulit.
All right, I'm sorry.
Yay. There.
Yeah, two things. Nakalimutan ko ipakita.
Oh!
Remember this? Yes.
Yes.
This is a plaque that we received from you. And it says, in recognition of your invaluable support and accomplishment as Level 4 School Partners of Jobs180.com. This was given last July 25, 2015. Di ba? And nakalagay yan dyan dun sa likod. So when I see this, naalala ko kayo. But what I really would like to bring in here is yung sinasabi ninyo na security ng inyong resume link. Because in fact, when we were talking about these things, this was among the things that I was so strong about. Alam naman natin ngayon, especially with Data Privacy Act, di ba? And also, I also know of certain groups who sell your resume. Binibenta kayo na hindi mo alam, pinagkakakitaan yung inyong resume na hindi mo alam, di ba? A certain group has your resume and then magbebenta yan sa mga company, sasabihin, ito, may mga tao kaming nandito, parang job pooling in labor employment language, parang job pooling. In the meantime, while they are presenting your data, they are getting, because they are asking for payment. So pinagkakakitaan yung inyong information. Pagkatapos, mamaya-maya, pag mag-apply ka na dun sa company na yun, kasi kukontakin ka, saan mo nakuha to? Galing dito sa kumpanya na to, nagbayad kaya kami, kaya apektado sweldo mo. Sa'yo ibabalik, para kang customer, may value-added tax, di ba? So, this is among the things that I was already anticipating then in 2015, and I'd like to assure our students. Number one, kami dito sa Guidance and Counseling, AGTC, we never release your information. We know your information, but we never release it without your permission. And the best way to guarantee that is we contact you about this particular matter. You have a choice about whether or not you want to release your information. Okay? Talagang inyo yan. Kung baga sa baby, hindi namin gagalawin ang baby ninyo. We will even in fact help you make that baby grow. Di ba? So, maraming companies have been asking us for graduates list. We do not give your resume links to them. We do not. We never. So, we just ask the company, ano bang vacancies ninyo? And then we email you. Or we post it in Facebook that this company is in need of you. Ikaw na may ganitong competencies. Although we do not say who you are, but if it is for you, then it is you. Then you can contact that company. We respect that, and besides, we know everybody wants to be respected in the privacy. So we are one with Sir Kim in making sure that your information is really at your tip at the end of you. I mean, nasa sa inyo yan. Wala kami. We just help you make your career flourish. You'll be able to enter your first steps in job hunting. And I like the revision of your presentation. What makes your resume winning? This is something that's very refreshing. So by all means, enjoy your resume link making and make it something that will work for you. And we are with you. Thank you very much.
Maraming salamat, Father Bernard.
Thank you.
Yeah, thank you.
Thank you. So, Father, we have last few questions for Sir Kim. Would you want to stay here with us until we finish the Q&A?
You mean to say, yeah, I'm actually watching. I'm checking if the page is working. I've been checking our other posts and it's working. People are watching. Yeah.
Do you
Sige.
prefer to stay with us here, or do you want us to put you backstage again as we
Okay lang, okay lang. Father
continue?
It's
Robert
okay.
can
You can
join.
stay here
Yeah.
so we can react to
Yeah,
the
go.
answers, Sir Kim.
Yeah.
Anong
So
questions
we'll have
ba?
you here. What's your preference po?
Okay lang, okay lang.
Okay, so
It's all
tuloy na
right.
lang
Yeah.
po natin, Sir Kim.
Yeah.
We were talking about yung sa pag-update ng information again. And again, one main advantage nga ng resume link is our real-time update. One is because of the security, as what was mentioned before. Another is that if may information na magbabago, yun nga, kailangan magbaguhin agad. You mentioned changing the contact information. Very obvious. If we want to contact you after and then may mali, sorry na, it's done. But what if you are hired? Na-hire ka na sa ibang company, you're no longer looking for another job. Is it still important that you update your resume link? Okay.
Yes, of course. You update your resume link. Well, for two reasons. One is so that the people that you have submitted your resume link to would also be aware of your current status. Diba? Yung mga umaasa sa'yo, yung mga nanliligaw sa'yo before at umaasa baka sakali na pwede ka na later on for your career and development, they would also know kung ano yung mga nangyari sa'yo. That's one. The other item naman why I encourage you to always update it is so hindi mo kailangan halongkatin ano yung mga nangyayari. 'Di ba? If you can relate no with this example, marami sa atin by the time fourth year college, tsaka lang tayo gumagawa ng resume natin, na information sheet natin. Doon natin iniisip lahat ng mga pinaggagawa natin in the past years. Ano kaya pinagawa ko nung freshman ako? Ano kaya yung mga activities na ginoin ko nung ako'y second year? I was in sophomore. Anong mga organization yung mga na-join ko at mga naging active ako? Ano yung mga marketing or selling points ko? And you have to try to remember all those in the span of X number of days lang, X number of weeks, while you prepare your profile, your information, kasi you're about to look for a job. Kaya mo ginagawa yan eh. But the good thing with this tool is as you progress, as you build your career, 'di ba? As you develop yung mga skills mo, lagay mo diyan. Lagay mo lahat, 'di ba? You build it up. So every now and then just update it, update it. Lalo na kung may trabaho ka na, 'di ba? Kung nag-work ka na doon sa company na 'yan, you get new experiences, you get new knowledge, new career development. Lagay mo update na update, 'di ba? And you never know. You never know. Opportunity, they're just there. They're out there, no? Kung may nakita sa itong taong to meron na pala siyang background sa example sa photography. 'Di ba? Meron pala siyang sample, may background na siya, na development na siya sa language kasi nag-aral siya ng language habang naka-lockdown. 'Di ba? So, we need a multilingual person, 'di ba? So, pwede ka na i-contact agad nung mga nabigyan mo ng resume link, 'di ba? So, yan yung reasons why I encourage you to always update it real time. Update every time na meron kayong babaguhin, especially your contact details. Okay?
Okay. Thank you, Sir Kim. I think that answers
Thank you.
my question. Actually, na-answer mo na rin ang aking follow-up question. So with that, we could move forward to our next
Okay.
topic. So thank you very much, Sir Kim. To our viewers,
Thank you.
go to jobs180.com, register, and then complete the details so you can apply. Thank you.
Thank you.
So we will be moving
Bye,
on
Father.
to our next topic. So I'll be introducing the next speaker. And again, as mentioned earlier, the topic would be about your virtual interviews, what to do, tips during your virtual interviews. Now, to introduce the speaker, she has more than 2 years of experience doing end-to-end recruitment with Innodata Knowledge Services Incorporated, which is listed as a leading service provider of business process outsourcing, specifically knowledge process outsourcing, technology and consulting, and producing solutions that will help clients manage, use, and distribute digital information. Let's welcome Ms. Joanne Alfuente, HR Talent Acquisition in a Data Knowledge Services Legazpi. Hello, good morning, Ms. Joey.
Good morning, Robert.
Yes, good morning, ma'am. And well, sanay na po kayo kung ano ang ating protocol, what we usually do, and we've tested this earlier. Paki-test na po ang ating screen share.
Okay.
While Miss Joey is sharing her screen, I would like to thank, of course, those that are watching us right now. And para dun sa papanoorin kami later on, we would still want to express our appreciation na you took the effort para hanapin ang aming video, post namin sa Facebook group namin, and then to watch it. And then to, I guess, participate na rin somehow in your own way. So, Ms. Joey, I can see your presentation, naka-full screen naman na, and I can see you sa video nyo, and I can hear you. So, I'll be heading backstage and then back here for the Q&A, and you could start.
Okay, so good morning. Maray na hapon sa Indogabos. So thank you for inviting me as one of the speakers in today's event. So I'm Joanne Alfuente, Talent Acquisition from Innodata Knowledge Services Incorporated, Legazpi branch. So our office here in Legazpi is located at Alternate Road near PhilHealth office. So today I will be discussing all about virtual interview. Okay. This global pandemic not only changed the way how people work, so may mga changes na, di ba? Most of the companies work from home. Okay, but also how they do the interviews for the job. So may changes na din sa pag-interview. So, yun, ano ba yung interview virtually? Okay, eto, common na to. Common na pinapractice ngayon na since online na yung most of the company. So yun, first let's discuss what does virtual interview means. Okay, so this is a job interview that leverages video technology to allow the discussion to take place remotely. Okay, usually they are using Zoom meeting, Skype, Google Hangout, and other online video software. Okay. So since we are facing pandemic, rather than meeting face-to-face, the hiring manager and the candidate will connect with each other using this video software. Okay. There are things that we should absolutely be addressed or consider in virtual interview. So this is include the eye contact by looking at the camera when you speak, managing your tone and emotions, having a good posture and a good smile, which is also a great way of engaging and boasting of your confidence. Another especially or important way to convey these video cues is how you dress for the interview. According to the U.S. News and World Report of one of the things that interviews notice, first is the attire. So during the, di ba, yung interview, yun, pagkakita pa lang sa video, attire agad ang nakikita. Kahit hindi ka pa, di ba, hindi ka pa nagsasalita. So, how you dress is important for a job interview because it affects how you feel and how you receive. Okay, so there are 5 do's of dressing for a virtual interview. Okay. First, do research the company dress code. This is very important. Just because the interview is virtual and you're not in the office, it doesn't mean you should not know the company dress code and adhere to it. Having an idea of the corporate dress code ahead of time allows you to choose an outfit that conveys who you are and your ability to fit on the cultures in the company. Okay, so dapat alam nyo muna kung paano kayong mag-dress kasi hindi naman necessary. Halimbawa, naka-Americana, naka-blazer, depende sa culture ng company. Kaya you need to research first yung background, yung company culture, kung paano sila yung pwede mong magamit sa dress code. Okay, let's move on to the next do. Dress head to toe. Okay, since virtual, di ba, ang pag sa camera lang, parang minsan half lang nakikita. Okay, on a virtual interview, it's easy to only dress professionally from the waist up since interview will only see what's on the screen. Okay, but keep in the mind that what you wear helps you to communicate on tangible things like executive presence. So connection, authenticity. The sad is so, sabi daan ng that you wear your, when you wear, influences your mood. Kung ano yung parang, kung ano yung dress code mo, minsan yun yung parang pinapakita kung how your mood, productivity, yung confidence mo, yung posture, and yung host of this, nakikita yung positive attribute kasi parang confident ka. Kasi parang fit yun, the way yung ginamit mong dress code, parang fit sa'yo, nagiging confident. So wearing a complete head-to-toe interview outfit helps you put in the interview mindset. So nakikita na kung parang may initial na silang perspective about you. Okay. This enables you to stay focused and articulate your thoughts in a professional manner also. And another one is wear colors that suit you. Okay, so wear colors that best suit your skin tone, and look good on camera. Avoid very bright colors. Sticking with solid jewelry tone, maybe safety bets, but also don't shy away from yung mga printed na nakaka-ano sa mata. Diba? Yung parang yung colorful, yun. Kasi, di ba, pagkakita pa lang, yung parang may impression agad doon. Also, if you wear glasses, to be sure to adjust the lighting to avoid glare. So, kung mag-glasses ka naman, okay, i-check mo din. I-check mo rin kung okay ba yung tsura mo. If you, before you, may tips lang ako, if you go with the virtual, you can check muna yung ano mo, parang itsura mo. Para nakikita mo din, ito ba, mag-fit ba yun? Okay ba yun sa'yo? Parang hindi naman na parang exage or feeling, di ba? Yung ano lang, comfortable ka lang. Hindi naman necessary na parang kung ano yung uso ngayon, iyon ang gagawin mo. Hindi. Yun nga, we do the research kung ano yung comfortable sa'yo. Tapos, yung culture ng company. Do wear a signature item. Yun nga, na-discuss ko na din. A signature item is something that you are now known to wear, something that gets you noticed. Hindi naman siya signature na branded, yun. Yung parang fit lang sa iyo, comfortable ka. Then another one is do be mindful of wearing accessories. Ayan, ang accessories, not all necessary that you wear yung mga malalaking accessories. Yan, yung very light lang, because if you're wearing microphone or lapel na parang, di ba, hindi siya nakikita. So, kung mag-wear ka ng medyo malaki, tapos natatakpan na, tapos hindi mo na marinig yung mag-interview or yung mag-interview, tapos parang hindi na rin klaro sa mag-interview. So, much better, very light lang. Okay? Yung necklace lang na maliit, yung earrings lang na parang maliit lang, na tama lang, na okay naman pag tinignan mo. So, hindi naman glamour na or fashionable na jewelries or accessory that you are wearing. Hindi naman doon sinusukat yun. Okay. So, there are tips for answering interview. Okay. Usually naman, ito talaga yung important, how you respond on the question. So, there are tips for the best way to answer the interview question. First, research the job and the company. Yun, di ba doon sa ano natin, doon sa dress code, lagi natin, we need to check muna yung background, yung culture ng company. Lalo na kung ano yung job position na ina-applyan mo. Kasi minsan, one of the question tungkol dun sa ina-applyan mo. You need to take time yun to research the company and position you are interviewing for in advance. The more you know, the better equipped you will be respond to the interview questions. Para madali, para dun ma-assess na agad kung fit ka for that position. Okay, another one is the practice makes perfect. Okay, the more practice you have at interviewing, the more comfortable you will be during an interview. So practice. You can ask your friends na mag-act as interviewer. Kasi we have naman in internet yung mga sample question, kung ano ang parang ina-ask during the interview, you can use that, then practice na lang. Kasi usually naman during sa interview, ang ina-ask naman regarding naman sa resume mo, kaya nga si Mr. Kim diniscuss na kung ano ng mga experiences, yung mga seminar, kailangan talagang nandun para yun, ina-assess din yun ng interviewer kung mag-fit ba to this applicant or this candidate for this position. So, practice. Kasi usually naman talaga, dun lang naman parang ang question nanggagaling dun sa resume mo. Next one is know the facts. It sounds like a brainer, but some candidates can't remember when their work. O, yung mga previous. Okay, so, yun nga, na-discuss ni Mr. Kim, then na importante din na you update always your resume. Kasi nga, minsan, di ba sa katagalan, nakakalimutan mo na rin yung mga work experience mo. So, yun, update, then dapat memorize mo din. Much better during the virtual, you have your resume para time to time na check mo din. Okay. So, next one is try to stay calm. So, interviewing can be nerve-wracking talaga, nakaka-nervous, hindi mo na alam kung ano yung, di ba minsan, ano ba yung question, tama ba yung sasagutin mo, yun. You need to stay calm kasi pag calm ka din, ang nakakaisip ka ng mabuti. So, para di ka na-rattle, yun, at least, parang nasasagutan mo din siya ng klaro. Okay. Next one is, use the right words. Okay, so, the words you're using during the job interviews will convey an impression of you to the hiring manager. Using power words, itong power words, yung mga trigger words, gamitin mo yung parang mga wording na mag-fit doon sa, di ba, kung ano yung position, yung parang kinag-convince mo yung interviewer. Then, next one is give example. When you respond to the interview question, give example of how you handle the related situation. The more specific you are, the more the hiring manager will see that you are the skill or mag-fit for the job. Share your accomplishments. So don't be shy but kung ano yung naging accomplish mo, lalo na kung yung current job, meron ka na doon na yung sa previous mo, meron ka ng accomplishment. So, it's add-on. So, parang nakaka-ano yun sa pag-assess sa'yo. Oh, eto pala, pwede kasi meron na siyang naging accomplished, meron na siyang experience for that position. Okay. Then, don't crumble. Kumbaga, direct to the point. Kung ano yung question, yun lang po yung sasagutin. Then, parang di na kailangan maging parang get off for the topic. Then, ask for clarification. So, if you're not sure what is the question, don't hesitate to ask or to clarify. Kasi parang kung yun nga, kung parang nag-assume lang tayo na naintindihan kasi nahihiya tayong mag-question, para dun, baka negative pa rin yung magiging sagot mo. Kaya wala naman pinagbabawal na you ask question just to clarify if your understanding is correct. Yeah. So yun, mas maganda pa rin yun para direct to the point ka din yung pagsagot mo. So keep it professional. So your responses should be focused on your professional skills and abilities. There is no need to tell the interviewer all about your personal life, your interests, your hobby, or your yung mga tungkol sa family mo, problem ng family mo. Most important, don't bring up any work-related issue. Like, kunyari, nag-ask ka, meron po ba kayo nag-arrange ng childcare or transpo? Yun. Yung mga parang if you share something, or you ask something, yung parang work related naman kasi minsan parang nakaka-turn off din if you're asking na hindi naman siya work related na parang binibigay mo na kumbaga family problem mo, parang gusto mo i-shoulder sa company. Okay? So it's a turn off sa interviewer. Okay? And most important, before we end yung interview, don't forget to thank the interviewer. For the time na in-spend niya to assess your job, di ba malaking ano yun na binigyan ka to chance to prove yourself that you fit for that job. Okay? So that's end my presentation, and thank you for listening and hope you learned something on this. So currently we have an active vacancy. We have the freelance for data laborers, senior associate, we have document analyst, and the researcher. You can email your resume to jalfuente@inodata.com.
Thank you, Miss Joey. Thank you po for showing us yung expectations dapat ng ating viewers pagdating sa kanilang virtual interviews at kung paano sagutin ang questions ng maayos. Dahil doon punta na po ako sa aking first question. Well, ang parating tinatanong po sa HR kapag pasok ng applicant ay tell me something about yourself. I'm sure po familiar kayo dyan.
Yes.
Ano ang best way para masagot nila tong question na to?
Okay. Of course, in-ask yan, be honest, sabihin lang kung, pero wag na yung masyadong, di ba, yung masyadong maraming pakasakali. Direct to the point, kasi minsan, may tinitingnan lang yung kung saan ka nakatira, yung mga previous mong jobs, ano yung natapusan mo, kasi tinitingnan din kung tumutugma ba yun dun sa resume na binigay mo. Kasi usually naman nasa resume na yan. But usually naman, kina-clarify lang. Yung, or may ina-add ka lang na wala dun sa resume.
Actually, okay nga po yun yung nasa resume mo man, pero of course, hindi naman ganun kakompleto. Bawat detail wala sa resume. So, pwede mo ito i-expound.
Yes, po.
Hindi naman nga. Sige. Miss Joey, common na ang interviewer pagkatapos ng interview, tinatanong if si applicant ba ay may tanong para sa akin. So, do you have any questions for me about the company? Ganon-ganon. Ano mga pwedeng tanungin ng ating mga viewers sa company?
Okay. Sometimes kasi 'di ba may mga post tayo, yung company meron na job post. Okay. Minsan may mga tanong doon na hindi siya wala doon sa post. Halimbawa, ito ba may benefit, how much the salary? Kasi minsan may job post na wala yung salary, di ba? Kasi ano yung benefits? Kasi yung candidate naman, chine-check din niya kung ito bang company. Kasi pag once na research niya yung company, minsan hindi naman, di ba, hindi naman kumbaga, nakikita yung, iba-iba kasi yung mga salaries for that position, tapos yung mga benefits. So, yun, tinatanong lang nila kung how much the salary for that position or anong other benefits, okay, ano pa yung mga qualification aside from doon sa mga posts. Yun. Usually yun na tatanong sa amin during the interview.
Actually, important yon sa ating mga viewers. Linawin nyo, especially yung benefits. Baka kasi hindi masyadong na-advertise or di ganun kalinaw kung anong benefits ang makukuha nyo po kung complete government mandated benefits. Ano ba usually dapat tingnan? Yung 30th month, yung mga leave, yan, alam niyo yan.
Kasi usually,
sige po, go ahead.
Kasi usually, if they know the salary and tapos kung kailan lang na-hire, tapos yung pala, ay, parang hindi ko pala to, parang hindi pa to yung hinahanap kong job. So, magre-resign. So, mas better, yung prompt na lang. Kaya yung during the interview, yung parang sinasabi na namin, any question, kung ano pa, para kung makapasok na, very vocal na, or talagang, na siya na yung hinahanap namin, hindi na mag-resign. Kasi, di ba, if you hiring, you need to have a permanent employment, di ba? Hindi yung resign na resign. Kasi, ay, mababa pala yung salary, so I need to find so mag-resign.
Sige po. Ms. Joy, since na-mention mo na rin ang salary, sa example po na nabigay nyo ay si applicant ay pwedeng tanungin si company. Paano po kung baliktarin natin? Kasi na-experience ko na rin before. Si company, tatanungin si applicant, ano ang ine-expect mong salary? So,
Tama.
syempre si applicant ayaw magbigay ng masyadong mataas, ayaw magbigay ng masyadong mababa. So, ano ang best way to answer this?
Usually, ang sinasabi nila, it's, kumbaga, ano yung, kasi since meron kasing wala pang experience, so, we cannot commit or kung ano yung parang, ilan ba yung salary na expect ko. Kaya, you need to research, okay, sa market, sa mga jobs, check check nyo yung mga, parang jobs na ilan yung rate for that specific job. Yeah. Para at least you have a idea for that rate.
Okay, so to our viewers, as mentioned by Miss Joey, yung iba baka hindi in-advertise yung kanilang salary, pero kayo, pwede nyo tingnan siguro yung mga similar positions sa industry, sa similar industry, malaman nyo yung range na salary nito position na to. Yan, alamin nyo. Tapos, bigay nyo yung range kapag tinanong kayo ng gano'n. Miss Joey, doon naman tayo sa, bukod sa pag-answer sa question, ay gusto ko naman i-point out sa ating viewers ang kanilang body language. Kasi ang body language, lamang nakikita yun ng face-to-face. Napapansin niyo pa rin po ba ang body language ng ating mga viewers kahit sa virtual interview, mga video lang po?
So, currently, yung mga previous namin, so hindi naman sila, kasi minsan nadi-distract din yung galaw ng galaw, tapos kahit saan tumitingin yung, di ba, yung eye contact nga na mention ko during that. Importante kasi yung parang di ka galaw-galaw, na parang parang normal lang na parang nakaharap ka lang sa interviewer mo, hindi masyadong body language. Pero, minsan kasi hindi maiwasan, pero hindi yung masyadong, di ba, exage na body language. Kasi, di ba man nag-explain ka, may mga body language din. So, parang tama lang po.
Okay. Na-mention niyo po yung eye contact. Yung eye contact po ngayon, of course, mahirap pagdating sa video interview. Ako rin siguro, hindi ko alam kung saan ako titingin. Saan po ba best na tumingin sa camera? Kasi ako rin, nakatingin ako, halimbawa sa inyo po, nakatingin ako sa screen ko sa'yo dahil gusto ko po kung paano kayo mag-react sa mga sinasabi. Gusto ko makita. Paano po ma-maintain ang eye contact pag sa video call po?
Okay. Yun, you need to check yung video na parang kinakausap mo siya. Kasi para, di ba, pag tinignan mo siya, parang yun yung, pag tinignan ng interviewer, para siya yung kinakausap mo. Kasi nakikita doon yung sincerity, the way parang they respond on that question.
Okay, sige. So, possible pa rin naman.
Actually, one of the factors lang. Kasi ang iba yung parang napakalayo, pero hindi naman na sobrang layo. Tama-tama lang na basta malapit lang sa camera, wag lang masyadong parang iba yung tingin. So, sobrang layo sa camera kasi minsan sine-check ng ang interviewer yung kung paano siya mag-response o reaction niya, di ba?
Okay, sige po. Doon naman tayo sa ibang aspect sa virtual interviews. But doon naman po tayo sa background kasi na-mention niyo po ang importance na dressing up, pati ang dress up ng background. Important na rin yan, kasama na yun sa dressing up natin. Tinatanong ng iba, pagdating dun sa mga custom na background, na pwede po ba nila gamitin to? Yung mga plain siguro na background na naka-incorporate?
Opo. If you do the interview, mas better na hindi yung background. Kasi virtually, if you're using the Zoom, we had di ba may mga background na, mas prepare pa rin na parang plain lang kasi nakaka-distract lang. Kung halimbawa, if you have background na nasa dagat, parang hindi na sinasabi. Or you have a mansion at background, di ba tinitignan din kung ano yung status mo, di ba? One of the, yung parang background mo, yung status mo, if you have background na parang glamour mansion, parang nadidistract din, na parang hindi siya nagtutugma doon. So parang ganito, plain lang, fine sa bahay nyo, fine magandang angulo, so pwede naman yun.
Apo. So to our viewers, of course, better if meron kayong part sa house nyo na
Yes.
pwede yung set up na, well, hindi mo kailanganin yung backup. Pero if ever, kung kailangan mo gamitin, yung nga sabi ni Miss Joey, iwasan yung mga nasa beach, nasa space. Kung si Miss Joey ay parehas kami ang mga na-encounter na background ng mga tao. Yan, kung saan man kayo. Hindi yan ang lugar kung saan dapat kayo ini-interview.
Plain lang yung ano, okay lang na gumamit virtual background, but very plain lang.
Yes, yes. So, gawin yung plain. Again, parang lahat naman nakaikot sa gusto mong maalala ka. You want to stand out to the interviewer pero for the right reasons. Dahil sa skills mo, dahil sa kaya mong gawin. Hindi dahil sa, yung in-interview kong nasa space. Yun. Okay, so Miss Joey, this ends the time for our Q&A. So thank you very much for joining us here today, and sana ma-invite namin kayo ulit sa aming future webinars, whether with DWCL or elsewhere. And para dun sa mga gustong lalong makilala ang company ni Miss Joey, punta ka sa jobs180.com/innodata, jobs180.com/innodata, that's INNODATA. Makikita niyo yan sa ilalim ng screen niyo. Scroll. Okay, thank you, Miss Joey.
Thank you so much. Have a nice
Thank
day.
Have a nice day din po. Okay, so that was our second topic. So 2 out of 3 na tayo. Diretso na po tayo sa third, sa last nating topic for today. And then as mentioned kanina na ang ating magiging topic ay ang new normal work environment. And then para ibigay ang topic on the new normal work environment, our speaker, Mark, graduated from the Polytechnic University of the Philippines back in 2015 with a degree in Bachelor of Science in Business Administration, major in Human Resource Development Management. He joined Cognizant fresh from college as Senior Coordinator for the Talent Acquisition Group and has progressed as a Campus and Events Channel Lead, taking on junior executive functions. A young and dynamic HR professional, has been recognized during the 2017 Gawad C-Lab Awards as Rookie of the Year, 2018 High Club Awards, and 2019 HRGEM Awards for going beyond boundaries. Let's welcome Mr. Mark Aurelio, HR Junior Executive of Cognizant Technology Solutions. Good morning, Sir Mark.
Hi, Robert. Good morning.
Hello again, Sir Mark. So, we've met before para sa audience. Nakasama ko na po si Sir Mark sa previous naming webinar. And of course, we are happy to have him with us here again. So, Sir Mark, test na po natin ang ating screen share.
Okay, let me share my screen now.
Okay, so habang sinishare ni Sir Mark ang kanyang screen, para sa ating viewers na nanonood ngayon, of course, itong video na to will be saved sa Facebook group para dun sa mga friends nyo na hindi nakasali. Paki-inform na rin sila that they will find the recording of this video sa aming Facebook, jobs180.com. Search nyo lang jobs180.com sa Facebook. Okay, Sir Mark, so I could see na your presentation naka-full screen. I could see your video and then your audio is fine. So I'll be backstage. Balik na lang ako after your presentation for the Q&A. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Robert. All right. Hello, guys and gals. Did you enjoy your vacation yesterday? How do you feel na Saturday na bukas? Pahinga na ba or busy-busyhan pa rin? All right, so please type 1 kung okay yung audio ko. For those who are watching us in FB Live, can kindly comment 1 in the comment box section. Can I see 1 in the comment box section? All right. Shout out kay Melody. Unang-una, Melody Servino. Thank you for being participative. Okay. Can I see a number 1 aside kay Melody? O baka delayed lang yung ano ko. Ayan. Thank you, Deo, Eddie. Thank you for being participative. So yeah, so let's get into this, everyone. No, grab a notepad or pen. I'll try my best to assist you in the transition to remote work. Okay, so I'll present recommendations, that help everyone succeed in this new normal. Okay. So, Mark here, no, I have been a recruiter for 5 years now. And in those years, I have learned a thing or two about hiring and getting hired. So now I'm here to share what I know with you. And if that sounds good, can you type good in the comment back section kung nakakasunod kayo? Okay, type good in the comment back section. Okay. So I'm also here to help you understand about Cognizant. I'm going to show you Cognizant growth and the credentials. I hope that you will find them as helpful as they have. So, so to start, Cognizant is a market leader and was founded in 1994. We are a US-based company, specifically in New Jersey, which have 283,000 employees. In the Philippines, we have sites in Cebu, we have sites in Taguig, Quezon City, uh, in Ortigas and Alabang. So we are in terms of our Philippines population, we are 10,000 here in the Philippines. Okay. All right. So Cognizant is a market leader or a leading provider of information technology, consulting, and business process outsourcing. I know you guys are familiar with business process outsourcing or BPO or call center. Um, and I will not discuss more about the BPO because I know you are familiar in BPO. So in terms of BPS or business process services, um, we have big global footprints. And when we say big, we have delivery centers or global offices that support uh, the operation in the regions. Okay. So we also support our clients. That's we support our clients using different languages. So we hire Arabic, Korean, Japanese, and Mandarin speaker. So we are not yet hiring for Bicolano speaker, but um, maybe, di ba? In the future, baka magkaroon kami. So, but since na wala pa siya ngayon, you might want to explore opportunities within Cognizant for our US and Australian accounts. Okay. So also, despite the global pandemic situation, we were able to increase our revenue by 4% year over year. Okay. Imagine guys, pandemic na yon, but Cognizant was able to increase the revenue. So, di ba? Hashtag Cognizant lang sa kalam. Okay? All right. So, who among you here are familiar with Fortune 500? Can you comment familiar in the chat box or comment back section? Can I see familiar in the comment back section? Okay, so if you are not familiar about Fortune 500, Fortune 500 is an annual list published and compiled by Fortune magazine. So they rank the largest US corporations in terms of revenue. And back in 2013, um, we are ranked 352. Okay. So, and as we combined the passion for client satisfaction and technology innovation, we were able to take the 194th spot. So, di ba? Hashtag lang ang gagaling nung employees ng Cognizant. All right. So, we also part of the Forbes 2000 in 2020. We are ranked 533. So at the same time, we're part of the most admired companies in 2020, in 12 years in a row. Okay. So let me ask you guys, are you ready to find the job of your dreams in 2021? Okay, are you ready? Can you type ready in the comment box section? Very participative si Melody, ha? Thank you, Melody, Eddie, and Alisa. Okay. All right. So, are you ready to find the job of your dreams in 2021? Can you type ready? All right. Jonaline, Deo, Melody, thank you for answering that question. So, if you are ready, guys and gals, to find the job of your dreams in 2021, you're going to need to know what are the, I mean, you're going to need to know everything about working from home. Okay. Since our topic is about the new normal work environment, you must know everything about working from home. Okay. So, why is that? Why is that, Sir Mark, that we need to know about working from home? Because it looks like, guys, that everyone or many workers will continue to have the option to work from home permanently. So you will notice now, guys, how education, health, shopping, entertainment, businesses transformed to virtual. Diba? If you're familiar, DepEd also is making their move to transform um, the learning set materials or how they teach students into in the new normal. So they also transform to virtual um, teaching. Okay. Okay. So also in our case, no, in Cognizant, we have strengthened our capabilities to transform our employees are from cubicle to the desk of our homes. So imagine, guys, we are 10,000 employees in Cognizant, and Cognizant Philippines, our CAO and our IT department um, collaboratively transformed the new normal environment for the employees. So 10,000, all of us were transformed into work from home setup. They provide the laptops. They even give us Wi-Fi allowances. So I am very that's the one of the things that I'm thankful for Cognizant. Um, so therefore, you need to know this, no, for new aspirants, for you guys, for students, or for professionals who want to switch jobs. Um, you need to. It is very crucial now to get acquainted with working from home. So in this presentation, I'll give you the top 4 tips for successful work from home in 2021. So sit down and listen all the way to the end, as this might be the most important presentation you've heard this year. Okay. All right. So before we get too deep into this, no, I want to define a word, um, because this might be new to you. The term is remotopia. Okay. So for our viewers there, can you type remotopia in the comment box section para ma-familiarize tayo dun sa word? Can you type remotopia? I'm counting on you guys. Melody, Aimee, Deo. Type Remotopia in the chat box or in the comment box section. Okay. Very participative talaga si Melody. All right. So what is it, no? What is Remotopia? So Remotopia is it's simply means remote work or work from home. So because Remotopia, in Cognizant we called it a place of the future, 'di ba? So bakit namin tinawag na place of the future? Kasi dito na papunta lahat eh. We are pinipredict namin na businesses and all of the industries will go to virtual, and it's now happening. Okay, so this is the place of the future, as Cognizant call it. So if you will ask me, sir, is this the best time, Sir Mark, to for us to experiment and fine tune remote working? I will answer yes. This is the best time now to experiment, guys. So if you aren't familiar and working from home, you're still thinking the old or the classic way of working, na working in the office. Try to be more open-minded in this situation. Okay, so best time to experiment, to fine-tune remote working, because in a post-COVID world, um, uh, remotopia is where people will want to be. Okay, and that is very true, everyone. Because in my case, I'm a recruitment now, and by seeing the applicants, how they react on the virtual work, um, most of the applicants, they are looking for remote work in a work from home setup. So we have launched a first a first batch of candidates. I mean, we don't have, just to give you an example, guys, we don't have a office in Bataan. Okay, and just last month we're able to the operations ask the talent acquisition, our team, to look for applicants or to look for employees that is amenable to work from home. So imagine, we don't have a site in Bataan, but we are now hiring for applicants. We're looking for employees for a work from home setup, and we're looking for uh, uh, Bataan, who applicants who are residing in Bataan. Okay, so they will be in a work from home setup. So that will be the future of work for Cognizant. And as we combine the passion and then the adaptability for this new normal, um, I hope na kunin din namin sa Bicol yung ibang resources. So stay tuned lang, guys, and in case we've been there in Bicol, I mean 2 years ago, uh, we're able to have a sourcing event there, a big event wherein we provide a free online free movie tickets for the chosen school um, 2 years ago. So we don't know, might happen. We don't know in the past, in the next few months na kunin na namin yung resources sa Bicol. So we'll pray for that. I hope matuloy yun. We are very excited to top Bicolanos. And why is that? Because I'm a Bicolano too. Okay, so to be part of that change, or to be part of that a task to tap Bicolanos for a job opportunities, it's a very fulfilling task or role that I want to be part of. Okay, so so moving forward, no, about Remotopia, um, it so I'd like you to welcome to this world. It's the most futuristic place in the world. Imagine, guys, at your home, or wherever Wi-Fi takes you, diba? You can work wherever you want. But this is not a new development in the wake of COVID-19. So, and it just popped up in the last few years. Because French economist and socialist Jacques Attali predicted this 30 years ago. So, wherein yung mga rich nomads, parang rich nomads will travel the world looking for their next gig, okay? And thankfully, because of the pandemic, well, this is being looking at the optimistic point of view, thankfully, remote working because of COVID-19 extend beyond just the rich, okay? So hindi lang sa mayayaman 'to. Natarap din natin yung mga kahit yung mga middle class and even the yung tinatawag na salaylayan ng lipunan. Because diba, some do it from the beaches of Boracay, some working in the beaches of Palawan, and some are working in the beaches of Caramuan and Camarines Sur. So, nag-explore sila ng mga bagong bahay, new look house na uh, pwede silang mag-work. Okay? So, and others do it from the small towns. Kasi dun sa small towns, yung buhay nila dun mas slower, di ba? And I know guys, you can relate because you are in the province. And even though the life is slower, pero some of the employees are looking for small towns because their money goes farther then. Kahit na mas slow yung yung life sa province. And that's a good thing because if you are in Manila, guys, in NCR, in a very in the crowded place of NCR, we actually appreciate uh, the place that is quiet and the life is where the life is slower because we're able to um, parang makapagmuni-muni, para makapag have time to reflect on ourselves though. So okay. So let me go to moving forward. Last night, guys, I asked one of my teammates about Remotopia. Um, I asked her what Remotopia has been like for her. And I mean, what she enjoy about working remotely. So she mentioned that she liked the most about working remotely are the opportunities to put a balance uh, between her work and life. So she mentioned um, none of my colleagues will ever be annoyed if I take 15-minute yoga breaks to save my sanity. So, or maybe bake some cookies in the oven while I take calls. Diba? So far, I am 20% more productive and twice likely to prioritize my health and personal goals too. Okay. So, you can see guys, no, the way na sinagot niya yung benefit or advantages of being working remotely. It's like a have a good impact to her, right? So um and that's a good thing. 'Di ba? Na parang merong may biggest benefit na nakukuha to working remotely. And upon checking last night, we have a study in Cognizant wherein it's a survey wherein they look for or ask for the biggest benefit um, that we see to working remotely. And 32% of the respondents, they like about working remotely is they have flexible schedule. Okay. And the 26%, they have flexible location. Okay. As I mentioned earlier, guys, you can work anywhere. Okay. And in my case, the thing that I like the most about working remotely is I can work anywhere. Anywhere. For example, in this room, for me, this is the best place to think a solution to any problem because it's quiet. Okay, and I do it best with a cup of coffee. So I also learned where I work best, and it helped me to have very flexible and fluid lifestyle while working from home. Okay. Okay, so going back to the survey, 21% of the respondents mentioned that one of the biggest benefits they see to working remotely is is that they don't have to commute. So if you I know guys you're familiar with the busy EDSA and how is the commute in NCR. So not having to commute, parang it will mababawasan yung stress ng empleyado, and that is one of the biggest benefit of working remotely. Okay, so let's proceed to the top four tips in having a successful work from home in 2021. Okay. Okay, so tip number one is if you are already in the work environment, um, you must check your headphone or microphone before starting to work. Okay, before your, I mean, there's a technical component you need to prepare as well. Okay, uh, there's before you work or or the team meeting starts, you have an ample time to test your microphones and headphones to make sure that it's working before you actually begin your work. So take advantage of that opportunity to test your headphone and microphone. You'll never know. You may need to update your existing web conference platform or update a software. Okay, you'll never know what might happen. So especially kapag may clients kayo, you need to speak to a special person or VIP. You'll never know what might happen. So you make sure you test in advance. Okay. Also, tip number two, you also need to prepare your work environment. Okay. Just let me just drink water lang. Water break lang. Nagcho-choke na eh. So, okay. Going back, you need to prepare your work environment. You need to be cognizant what's in the background, what kind of noise you might hear, and how the acoustic are in the room. So you'll never know. This might be one of the requirements that employers are checking before your job offer. Okay, because in my case, we have clients that they're requiring to have a house tour, but not all of our clients. Some of them are very strict when it comes to the working environment of the employees. They want to make sure that the work environment is good, that they could perform their duties or responsibilities um, as an employee. Okay, so as I've mentioned earlier, they might ask you to have an house tour. Iubligan nila kayo na magkaroon ng house tour bago yung job offer. Expect that. That's possible. And, di ba, may house tour, so instant YouTuber kayo agad. Well, kidding aside, no? Next slide would be the if you are guys using, this is just a tip. So if you are using a mobile device or a mobile phone or tablet, I strongly recommend that you don't try to hold it, especially may meeting kayo, may meeting kayo, because the video might the video is going to be shaky. So I suggest you might want to check online shops for the inexpensive mobile stand. So my mobile stand, the one that I bought in the department store, it cost me 299 pesos only. So and it comes with a ring light. Okay, and the main purpose of the mobile stand the main purpose of the ring light is to lessen shadow and diffuse light evenly in the video. So because of its ability to distribute light so evenly, it is also fun to play with, especially when you're taking pictures or videos. Yeah, you can do that. And well, guys, you don't um, you don't necessarily need to you don't necessarily need this, no, but it's actually but if you can afford 299 pesos, I think the cost I mean it's worth the expense. Okay, all right, so next slide would be the dress for the task. Okay, so so before that, once you have before that, as I've mentioned, you need to test if you are if sh- and make sure that everything is working. You don't need to download any additional software. If your environment is good and your sound is good, uh, then it's time to move on to the uh, tip number three. It's tip number three, and that would be dress for the task. So in general, most employers won't care about or what you are wearing in your work from home. So as long as you get the work done, okay na sila sa kanila yon. And besides, taking a few days to stay cozy. For example, there are days that you don't feel like um, 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 wearing a smart casual look. That's fine. It's totally understandable, um, especially in this time of crisis. It's totally understandable. So on days that, as I mentioned, on days that you don't need to interface visually with clients or coworkers, I think wearing your favorite sweats can feel incredibly relaxing. So no need to wear every day. If we, as I mentioned, if you don't need um, to have present your face in the team or in your clients, that's perfect. That's perfectly fine. Okay. So my work from home style, I'd like to share with you the my work from home style. It's business on top and comfort in the bottom. So because there is something to be said when it comes to wearing your a good clothes. I think guys you can relate, and especially men, you can agree with this. Parang there's a um, parang you feel powerful or you feel concentrated when you wear your office attire, 'di ba? So parang um, it's good na ano na mag-ano kayo just mag-prepare kayo kahit yung pang itaas lang. Okay? And then comfort na sa ibaba. And just to make sure na hindi makikita yung pambaba niyo, okay? Um, okay. So next would be do anything. That tip number 4, do anything you can to avoid distraction. Okay. So in order to optimize your productivity, it's imperative that you try to reduce distraction as much as possible. So for example, guys, and you can see in the picture, um, there's a 3-year-old. He's 3-year old. As wanders in the room. So in that case, this happens, no? Na sometimes if you have kids in your home, you have pets. So you need to avoid distraction. Okay, and ayun, so wag niyong hayaan mangyari sa inyo na ma-distract kayo. So if you are in the room, you can lock the room so that your pets or your 3-year-old child or 3-year-old sister or brother will not wander in the room and distract you in your work. Okay. Okay. So just want to also to share with you guys cognizant interest groups. So in cognizant, we also have interest groups. We have camera clubs. We have uh, soccer clubs. We have bikers club, mountaineering club, and we have the um, yeah, the La Huerta, or the group of our the artist group to, mga ano, magagaling sa obra. Okay? So we have that interest groups. Okay, so I think that is the last slide that I have today. So if you took nothing, guys, of this presentation, just take this. So when working from home, minimize your distraction. Start doing whatever you have to do to become comfortable in camera today. Because as I've mentioned, business is going to be done more and more remote. More and more meetings are going to be taking place over web access, and more presentations will be done on camera. And being comfortable in camera is going to be an important skill in 2021. So, and it is essential when you are working from home that you have the correct equipment, the right working space, and a good routine in place. So make sure that you keep connected with your employer and coworkers too, in order to keep that sense of community. Okay? And as now, mas mahirap ngayon mag-collaborate kasi malalayo. But as an employee, it's your task also to reach out to your teams, 'di ba? Because you're part of a team. Okay, so make an extra effort to reach out uh, to your teams, just to keep that sense of community. All right. So I think that is, as I mentioned, that's my last slide. And I want to invite you guys applying in our job openings. You can uh, look for our page in Jobs 180, Cognizant Philippines. So we're looking for fresh graduates. All courses will do. Um, just apply on that job openings. And if you guys are still students um who are still yet to graduate this year, that's okay. Be part of our Cognizant campus community. You can take a snapshot of this so you can sign up. Then we will keep you updated on our job openings in Cognizant. So so that if the right time comes, you are already aware of the skills that we're looking for in that specific role. Okay, so that would be all. Thank you guys for listening. If you guys have um, learned something, I'd like you guys to type in the comment box section. Fantastic. So kung wala, huwag na kayo mag-comment. But I suggest, I want you guys to comment of fantastic in the comment box section if you learned a thing or two in my presentation. Thank you everyone for listening. I'll stop sharing now, and stay safe.
Thank you, Sir Mark. Well, I bet may natutunan naman ng ating audience. Hintayin mo lang yung comment kasi medyo delayed ang sa FB. Mga ilang seconds yan bago darating. Ayan, meron na. Anyway, diretso na po tayo sa ating Q&A. Well, main topic natin is about working from home. Paano po nagagawa yung training for the new hires if they're working from home?
Okay. For new hire orientation, we do it remotely.
Mhm.
Mm.
Ano po ang parang pag-mentor sa kanila? Anong expectation nila na matutulong sa kanila para masanay sa work na ginagawa?
Sorry, Robert, can you come again?
Yung sa how they are to be mentored, baka kasi as new hire, nangangapa pa sila, hindi pa nila sure kung expectations sa kanila, what they should do sa particular task. Paano sila nag-guide to learn more?
Mm-hmm. Well, all of the trainings for the because before they start or they work in the production area, they need to go through trainings. So part of that is they have 2 weeks communication skills training, and some of the accounts they require their most of the time we train them on site. Okay, so
Mm-hmm.
Then after that, after their training, the new hire orientation, we conduct it remotely. Then
Okay.
after providing the essential tools, laptops, and other tools that they need in their work, they will be allowed to work from home, or they will work in a they will work remotely. And
Mhm.
that is not that's for a temporary work from home. So in case that the new normal or the quarantine has been left already, we'll be waiting for the next update from our CEOs if we will continue the work from home setup. So some of the accounts allowed their employees to work from home after as I mentioned, after the training. But some of the accounts, they require their um, employees to go on site, but not 5 days work. I mean, it might be once or twice in a week. They should go to our office.
Okay. So, to our viewers, if narinig yung sagot ni Sir Mark, situation for them, and I think familiar, same na rin somehow sa other companies, is that training will be on-site and then after that, pwede nyo na tuloy ang work nyo from home. So, Sir Mark, follow-up question with that. Since merong pumapasok pa rin, as you mentioned, mga 1, 2 days a week, ano ang main difference, I guess, yung sa current setup sa physically sa office, anong layout sa office ngayon kumpara from before, considering na skeletal workforce?
Okay, good question. As much as possible, we our leaders would want us to stay working from home. So some of the essential teams um, in the office need to attend um, or to go to the office. So I think 50% or more than 50% of our employees um, working in a work from home setup. So 50% of the workforce are only allowed to go on site. So parang may shifting, 'di ba? So shifting yung or may palitan sa sa office namin. So in our HR room, the capacity of the room is, I think that's 25.
Mhm.
Then more than 50% is reporting to on-site. Of course, when there are employees in the office, we also observe COVID protocols. So yan, sobrang mahigpit. 'Pag may sipong ka, papauwiin ka agad.
Okay, so yes, companies that require naman that you report to the office, they follow yung protocol nila na given by the government, IATF sa companies. And yung iba siguro nagdadagdag pa ng extra measures para mas safe ang kanilang employees. So watch out for that. Those are things that you could expect. So Sir Mark, I have another question
Go
regarding
ahead.
again the work from home. What can you advice sa ating mga viewers na pwedeng mag-work from home about yung kanilang work-life balance? I hear this is something relevant, itong relevant topic na to before pa, but even more so now na sa home sila nagwo-work.
Okay. So my advice would be 'di ba, no matter how enjoyable is the remotopia or the working from home, you must learn to properly balance screen time from convene time. Okay? What I mean is you must be aware kung ilang oras ka na parang nag-work in front of the screen, and then yung convene time mo, parang yung time mo to socialize, 'di ba? Your time to focus uh, in spending time with your family, okay, or spending time with your friends, for you to have a work life balance, diba? So um you must learn to properly balance screen time to convene time, kasi if you guys will notice, diba, as I mentioned, all industries are have transformed virtually. So if you guys think of the future, um, baka hindi na tayo magkita-kita kasi remotely na lang, 'di ba? So like what we're doing right now, 'di ba, Robert? Before Jobs 180 events, we are invited to the schools, 'di ba? Is to physically present uh, to a specific topic. Right now, we do it virtually, and if we will not balance our convene time or our time to socialize, um, we will have a problem in the future, diba? So balance. Uh, uh, you're right. We must have a work-life balance.
Okay, thank you, Sir Mark. So to our viewers, ito ang advice ni Sir Mark on how you could balance work and life. That's something that you should expect that you will be handling. So I wish you luck on that. And Sir Mark, this ends our Q&A portion. Thank you very much for joining us today. Para sa ating mga viewers that would want to get to know Sir Mark's company better, as mentioned earlier, go to jobs180.com/cognizantph. That's jobs180.com/cognizantph. Okay. Thank you
Okay.
very much, Sir Mark.
I'd like to say hi pala kay Father Bernard, no? That I appreciate yung very supportive si Father Bernard sa mga students ng Divine Word College. Ay sobrang natutuwa ako. Hi Sir Bernard.
Yes, sir.
Thank
I'm
you.
sure Sir Bernard's watching right now. So Father Bernard's watching. So thank you, Sir Mark. Okay, that's it for us today. That's the third topic out of three. So last na yon. So thank you para dun sa mga kasama namin ngayon for staying with us till the end. And of course, alam naman namin that some of you will be watching after this asynchronously. So thank you as well para dun sa pinapanood ito after ng live session. We still appreciate it and ginagawa rin naman namin to for you as well. Di lang to ginagawa for live audience. Okay, so once again, we want to thank again your school officials. And with that, we would like to formally close the event by inviting one of your school officials to give closing remarks. I would like to call Mr. Benedict V. Segovia, your college psychometrician for Divine World College of Legazpi. Good afternoon, Sir Benedict.
Yes, Sir Robert, good afternoon.
After this, sir, you can start giving your message.
Yes, thank you, Sir Robert. Okay, it has been almost a year since the World Health Organization declared the COVID-19 pandemic, which affected the way people work, from the traditional physical workplaces to working remotely from home. With this abrupt change and with the social distancing being implemented by the authorities, those who seek employment are now faced with a difficult challenge. Now that working remotely is being normalized, many companies are now relying on technology for virtual recruitment in order to keep the hiring processes moving, and at the same time, avoid further spread of the coronavirus. In light of this, it is imperative for our graduating students or any person seeking employment to learn about the topics discussed a while ago, especially the crafting of resume links and its potential of ushering a new era of job application and recruitment. The knowledge you've gained from today's virtual career orientation seminar would be a great help to you when you venture to the world of work, knowing that nowadays everything is done online. We know many of the challenges we face today can't easily be overcome, especially that the future looks uncertain for now. We don't know when or if the society will return to the old normal. Despite this, with proper guidance and support, we will all emerge triumphant. On that note, I'd like to wish everyone good luck and God bless. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Sir Benedict, for preparing your message and for joining us. I'm sure nandito pa kayo kanina before we started. Nakita ko kayo sa tech. And then you're still with us here and for preparing the message and giving the message to our audience. So thank you very much. To our audience, the final announcement, don't forget to make your resume link. Go to jobs180.com or schools at jobs180.com/BWCL. So that's it for us today. We hope that, of course, you were able to learn something. Once again, I am Robert from jobs180.com. Thank you, everyone. Stay safe and goodbye.